Imagine it's 2050. You walk into a store, not with a credit card or a phone, but with something far more precious. The item you want? A state-of-the-art neural interface. The price? Not dollars, not crypto, but 6 months. 6 months of your life. Welcome to the future of finance, where your most valuable asset isn't in your bank account, it's your biological clock. This isn't just a sci-fi fantasy. It's a future we're sprinting towards, where the very concept of wealth is being rewritten. Today, we're going to explore a world where you can buy, sell, and trade your time. So how would this even work? Picture a global ledger, a time bank, managed by an advanced AI. Every human is born with a baseline life expectancy, say 100 years. This becomes your opening balance, 100 time credits. Need to pay for your education at a prestigious orbital university? That'll be 5 years. Want to experience a hyper-realistic virtual vacation to ancient Rome? A few weeks deducted from your balance. On the flip side, you could earn time. Maybe you contribute to a critical research project, pioneer a new sustainable technology, or even perform dangerous but necessary jobs. Completing these tasks could add months or even years back to your clock. This marketplace of moments would create a new kind of economy. Billionaires of today, with their yachts and mansions, might seem poor in a world where a 20-year-old with a full century ahead of them is a truly wealthy one. The new 1% wouldn't be those with the most money, but those with the most time. They'd live in enclaves where the pace of life is slower, savoring every second, while others burn through their lifespan to afford the latest gadgets or luxury experiences. This isn't just about buying things. It's about buying experiences, knowledge, and even status. But this system raises profound ethical questions. What happens when someone is desperate? Imagine a parent needing to pay for a child's life-saving medical procedure. Would they sell a decade of their own life? This creates a chrono divide, a world split between the time-rich and the time-poor. The time-poor would be trapped in a cycle, selling their future just to survive the present, effectively living shorter, harder lives to support the longer, leisurely lives of the rich. Is it a fair trade if the choice is made under duress? This isn't a simple transaction. It's a trade of potential, of memories not yet made, of sunrises not yet seen. The government's role would be monumental. Would they regulate the time market? Perhaps they'd set a lifespan minimum, a floor below which no one can sell, to prevent people from trading themselves into an early grave. Or maybe they'd create a universal basic time grant, ensuring every citizen has a foundational number of years. These regulations would be fiercely debated. Libertarians would argue for the freedom to do as one pleases with their own life, while others would call for protections against this new, insidious form of exploitation. The debate over financial freedom would evolve into a debate over temporal freedom. And then there's the biotechnology. Imagine lifespan extension treatments become available, but only to the ultra-wealthy. This is where the divide becomes a chasm. The rich could not only live longer by purchasing time from others, but they could also use their monetary wealth to buy treatments that multiply their lifespan. They could become, for all intents and purposes, biologically immortal, living through centuries while the rest of humanity is bound by their natural clocks. This elite class wouldn't just be wealthy. They would be a new kind of human, transcending the fundamental limitation that has defined our existence for millennia. The social and psychological impact would be staggering. How would society function with a permanent, immortal upper class? But there's another, more optimistic path. What if AI and automation democratize this technology? Imagine AI-driven research making life extension cheap and accessible to all. The time bank could shift from a market of desperation to a platform of opportunity. You could invest 5 years of your life into a deep space exploration mission, knowing that when you return, a rejuvenation treatment awaits you, effectively resetting your clock. People could take time sabbaticals, putting their biological aging on pause to learn a new skill, create a masterpiece of art, or simply spend a decade with loved ones without the pressure of a ticking clock. In this version of 2050, time becomes a fluid, manageable resource, not a finite sentence. This brings us to virtual worlds. What if you could upload your consciousness and live for 1,000 years in a digital utopia while your physical body expires? The price of admission might be your entire remaining lifespan. Would you take that deal? To trade the messy, unpredictable, and beautiful reality of the physical world for a perfect, simulated eternity? This choice goes to the very heart of what it means to be human. Is life about the quality of the experience or the quantity of a clock's ticks? Some might see it as the ultimate retirement plan, while others would see it as the ultimate surrender. The implications for our personal lives are immense. How would relationships change? Would you marry someone with only 20 years left while you have 80? How would you plan a family? These are no longer just philosophical questions. They are the practical, everyday dilemmas of 2050. The phrase "time is money" would take on a terrifyingly literal meaning. We'd see time loans with compounding interest, temporal insurance policies, and financial advisors who specialize in lifespan portfolio management. Your entire life would become a balance sheet. So what does wealth truly mean in this future? It's not about accumulating material possessions. It's about accumulating moments. It's the freedom to spend an afternoon reading a book without feeling guilty. It's the ability to watch your great-great-grandchildren grow up. It's having the time to pursue your passions, to learn, to love, and to simply be. This speculative future forces us to look at our lives today and ask the same question. In our relentless pursuit of financial wealth, are we already selling our time too cheaply? Are we trading precious, unrecoverable hours for things that don't truly enrich our existence? The future of finance might not be about dollars or data, but about days and decades. The question for us right now is, what are we doing with the time we have? Because in any era, in any economy, that is the only wealth that truly matters. So what does wealth truly mean? Would you sell a year of your life for $1 million? Let me know your price in the comments below. I'm really curious to hear how much your time is worth. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the future of finance. If you enjoyed this episode of Financial Sci-Fi, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more dives into the financial science fiction shaping our tomorrow. Until next time, keep questioning, stay curious, and I'll see you in the future.